three bigger purchases I've made recently. And some of these are for the business, some are just, I think, fantastic overall. So I want to discuss these. With that being said, though, before we get into it, I do want to say Facebook just crushed earnings. So I realize, again, this isn't the point of the video, but I've been talking about Facebook stock for a little while here, like over a year, and Facebook just fell about 4 or 5% after earnings, while they destroyed earnings per share and revenue. So they beat on both, not quite as significantly as maybe Google, but still crushed earnings, and they're falling down because of, kind of like not a pull forward necessarily, but they expect not as much acceleration because they have done so well, which is kind of interesting. With that being said, though, let's talk about some of the purchases I've made recently, because I think they're definitely going to help out the channel, and I think it's going to be a lot better. So first of all, maybe we should do the fun one first. We'll do that last. So first of all, I just ordered a new computer. Definitely going to help. It's going to help with buffering on the videos. Hopefully the video maybe is a little bit higher quality too, because I do record from my computer. It should be a lot better for the channel, which might not help you guys too much, but it is very nice for me. In addition to that, something that I have been annoyed with, and other people have been too, is the sound. The sound of the videos the quality has gone down since I moved into my new house, because we have wood floors here and I have no carpet. So second purchase, not as expensive as the new laptop, is a carpet for this room. Hopefully it makes it sound a lot better. So that should help just with the audio quality. I know some people have been a little bit frustrated with that because it's not the same quality as it's been in the past. I still have the same microphone, but it does reverberate a little bit more. So those are the first two things. If you guys don't mind, I didn't say this before, but if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I do appreciate that. Also, there are links underneath the video if you want to help out. Start using some brokers that I like. You can check them out under the video. And then third, I will say we recently got a dog. So I'll see if I can get her to come in. She's just falling here. But we did recently get a dog. Her name is Zara. So let's see if we can tilt this down. Little baby Zara, little petite mini golden doodle, just adorable, only 10 weeks old. So we just got her yesterday. So it's definitely a little bit of a change for the channel, just a little bit, because I am focused a little bit on the dog, as you might imagine. So even though we have a big earnings week, I've still been dialed into the earnings. For example, Facebook, even with the fact that they are expecting lower growth in the future, I'm still very excited about them. I mean, they posted great earnings and they basically said, hey, we're not going to continue growing like a 2x a year. I mean, take a look at their earnings here. We can compare this to last year. 3 months ended June 30 of 2020. They increased their advertising revenue by $10 billion. Overall, I believe they doubled their net income this quarter versus the quarter last year. At the same time, they have more cash, they have more assets, but they're not expecting to grow 40% revenue a year. I understand that. That's understandable. So I am not upset with this. If you take their price to earnings, multiply it, or if you take their earnings and multiply it by 4 and then divide their price by that number, they're at a 25. That's not accounting for future growth. That's just based on their last quarter. We saw that with Google too. Google and Apple had great earnings too. But a lot of analysts are looking at the future. A lot of hedge funds and large money are looking at the future. Are they going to be able to continue to grow at this rate? Answer is probably not. They grew so much this last year. So I am still dialed into these. So just a little bit of change in the channel. Going to take probably a little bit more time to relax than I was before. I know it's already changed a little bit because we moved into the new house. My fiance works part-time, so I'm not working 14-hour days like I was before, but hopefully that will actually be better for the channel. I can, reflect a little bit more on what's happening in the market instead of being dialed in every single second of every single day. We can think big picture on things. Today, I networked with 2 very successful people in my area, and talk to them. One, very bullish on crypto, talking about how he wants to go 75% into crypto. One that doesn't like crypto at all, doesn't hold a penny in crypto. Both very successful people. And meeting with other people like that does, I think, help in the grand scheme of things with perspective. You can't just drink the Kool-Aid all day, and you can't listen to all the bears all day either. So hopefully that does help out the channel long term. Again, if you guys want to know, you can check out the Patreon down below to see exactly what I'm buying. But man, after seeing Facebook and Apple and Google destroy earnings, makes me very bullish on them long term. Might have to move some money around here soon to buy a little bit more of these lower risk tech plays. I mean, we saw the NASDAQ do quite well. If you guys want to see my video earlier today on what Jerome Powell said and why the market actually went up, especially the NASDAQ went up after he spoke, I'll put it on the end screen. We also have the puppy moving a little bit more. She's actually just sitting up here with me, just on the table here. But so overall, a little bit of a different video. I realize that this isn't going to be for everyone. Not everyone cares about dogs, and not everyone cares about the laptop that I bought or something like that. But I think it will help out the channel. Like I said, overall, I'd say that it is great, the position we're in right now. I think the market is pretty strong. I know some people think it's overvalued and price earnings are overvalued, but when you look at some of the top tech companies like this, they're doing quite well. Maybe they're being valued a little bit high, but the companies themselves, the economy that we're in right now, is really strong. So right now, yes, a lot of people think the market's overvalued, but the fact is companies are not in the same place they were a year ago, right? A lot of the companies were undervalued then, maybe some are overvalued now. That's why I like investing in individual stocks, because I can hopefully decrease that risk. So that's where I'm sitting now. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. Again, I realize not for everyone, but in a pretty good place right now mentally. So I'm excited. Can't wait to finish out the summer strong and start the fall strong. Hopefully we continue to see great earnings. I think there are still some small caps that are being undervalued. So I'll definitely continue to talk about those. But when you see big caps like this just explode, right? They're doing fantastic, doubling net income when they already had good net income in the first place. That's awesome to see. So I appreciate it, guys. If you want to check out the links underneath the video to get an interest rate on your cryptocurrencies or to try out Webull, I do really appreciate that. You might be buying baby Zara her next bag of treats or something like that. If you sign up, it does help out. So thank you guys so much for that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.